What's up? Thank you guys for being here for our quick pop in. Not gonna hold you guys too long. You guys see what's on the thumbnail. Hope you guys are ready for a good show. All right, we're gonna get into some restraining orders. We got to get into Kimmy and Maurice. We're gonna talk about a little bit of Love and Marriage Huntsville. There's some clips out there we're gonna look at. There's a Belle Collective clip. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta clip that I want to look at as well. Some clips we're gonna be looking at, and then I gotta check somebody for lying on me. Okay, because this person, I don't know why they found their way back to the YouTube streets, because they don't be having no fucking content anyway. They're not a content creator, they're just a shit starter. But for some odd reason, they decided to put my name in some shit and lie on me, and I don't like that. So I already told y'all 2026. Yeah, I gotta say something. Okay, sorry. The old caramel that just ignored the bullshit. Nah, she's gone. Yeah, I gotta say something because y'all gonna stop playing my damn face. All right. But we're gonna get into the stuff. Thank you all for being here. Thank y'all for being here. Let's get into the show, and then we're gonna get into the mess. All right. Let's get into the show, and then we're gonna get into the mess. Because everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, so I gotta spin the block on something right quick. Gotta spin the block, honey. So let's get into it. Thank you to my mods being in here as well. So let's see. Shout out to the gay neighbors, because that's the name of this particular post. I told you guys about the gay whisperer and T.S. Madison's issue where the D.O. whisperer was doing all this stalking and cyberbullying and harassing. So now the court documents for T.S. Madison for the stalking 12-month protection order is out. So we're going to read that here in a second. But let's go ahead and get into it. It says that a Georgia Superior Court judge has issued a 12-month stalking protective order against Naquan Palmer following a hearing in T.S. Madison's versus Naquan Palmer's case, according to certified court records. Now, after reviewing testimony, evidence, and a petition in the case, it says that the court concluded that the respondent had knowingly and willfully violated Georgia's stalking statute, and it gives the statute number there. The judge determined that the respondent's conduct placed the petitioner in reasonable fear for her safety, which satisfies the legal threshold required to issue a stalking protective order under Georgia law. Based on those findings, the court ordered that the protective order remain in effect for 12 months. The order will remain active until March 3rd of 2027, unless it is modified or dismissed by the courts. All right. So let's get into the restrictions. Y'all know who D.O. Whisperer is. He's this guy who's been on social media, really trolling a lot of celebrities. For some odd reason, he was going after T.S. Madison. He exposed T.S. Madison, saying that she was involved in some type of fraud or something with a boarding house that T.S. Madison started. And among other things, he was riding by her house on live, showing people where she lived. Like, that's dangerous. But let's get into it. Restrictions imposed by the court. Under the terms of the order, Naquan Palmer is legally prohibited from contacting the petitioner in any form. The court specifically ordered no direct contact with the petitioner, no direct contact through other individuals, no communication through phone, email, fax, or electronic means, no interaction through social media platforms. The judge also added handwritten language clarifying that the prohibition, the prohibition includes any type of communication or interaction through social media. In addition to the communication restrictions, the court ordered Palmer to remain at least 500 yards away from the petitioner, the petitioner's immediate family, the petitioner's residence, the petitioner's workplace, the petitioner's school, or regular locations. The order applies statewide and must be enforced by law enforcement agencies, throughout Georgia. So let's go ahead and look at the document because I pulled it so we can get a closer look, child. I know we love documents over here. Ooh, girl. Let's get into it. All right, so here it is. Gilmer County Superior Court. Again, shout out to the gay neighbors because that's where we're looking. I just blew it up from the same post we were just looking at, okay? It shows the number up there, Superior Court, County of State of Georgia, Madison Hinton versus Naquan Palmer. So y'all know it's T.S. Madison. It gives a number there. So stalking 12-month protective order. Okay, a hearing was held on the matter on March 3rd, 2026, which the respondent appeared and or was provided with the opportunity to be heard, and the petitioner requested that the protective order entered into the case be continued. Having heard the evidence presented, reviewed by the petitioner and the record concerning this case, and for good cause shown, it is hereby ordered and adjudged that 1, the respondent has knowingly and willfully violated the statute code and placed the petitioner in reasonable fear for the petitioner's safety. Respondent is hereby enjoined and restrained from doing or attempting to do so or threatening to do so in any act constituting in violation, and then it gives the statute. So pretty much typical, order to stay away from, right? But it is for 12 months. So T.S. Madison was able to get her restraining order from the courts for D.L. Whisperer. He also was locked up, you guys. He also served jail time. He was in there for some time, for a little bit, until he actually got the court date to be heard for this case. So he has a whole protective order. This is what happens when you cyber stalk, when you make threats and things like that. This is what happens. So let this be a lesson to anyone that's involved in doing that. Okay. Let's get up off that. Okay. All right. So let's get into Jasmine Crockett's pastor who just won this election. I wanted to show that right quick. We ain't gonna stay on that long, and we're gonna move along. All right. So pastor wins election. It said that Dallas pastor Reverend Frederick Haynes III, which is Jasmine Crockett's pastor out here, wins Texas congressional primary to replace Jasmine Crockett. Y'all hear that? So the Reverend Frederick Haynes III has won the Democratic primary election to represent Texas' 30th congressional district. If elected in November, Haynes will join a legacy of Black pastors to enter Congress, including U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock and former Representative Adam Clayton Powell, Floyd Blake, and Emmanuel Cleaver. Haynes, who appears to be Jasmine Crockett's pastor, as I just told you guys, dominated the primary contest with over 70% votes. Given the district Democrat lean, Haynes will most certainly win the general election in November the 3rd and head to Congress next year. That's good, right? So that's not a total loss for Jasmine Crockett, okay? So he will replace Jasmine Crockett, who lost her bid for U.S. Senate. Haynes, a Dallas native, has served as pastor of Friendship West Baptist Church for more than 40 years. That's impressive. The 65-year-old has used his pulpit to preach the gospel and to fight against the racial injustice for the historically disenfranchised. All right, so congratulations to him. This is Jasmine Crockett's pastor, so shout out to him for winning that. All right, moving on, y'all. Let's get into this Love and Marriage Huntsville clip. I think we have 2 of them. Yeah, we got 2. So we're going to play the first one, then we're going to get into the next one. Oh, Lord. Shout out to the 150 watching. I hope we got 150 likes. All right, so in this clip, Tisha and Trish are speaking about the situation with Ken. As I told you guys, Ken and Trish seems to have been broken up. Let's get into this clip here. It's a sneak peek for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's go. Shout out to Reality Entertainment TV.
Well, tell Ken, don't be listening to everything on social media, because they be saying stuff about him on social media too. Like, one of the ladies came back to me and she was like, you need to go tell Trish that Ken be in these girls' DM.
Okay.
I said, how you know he be in a girl's DM? You gotta stop that. Like, if they saying they see you out with somebody, like, dude, bye.
Well, he went to stay with Will.
Oh.
Yeah.
How you and Ken gonna fix that though? When you're married, like, if you get in so bad argument, you can't leave for a couple of days. That's not okay. Y'all still talking marriage though? You and Ken?
I haven't.
Damn. Well, tell Ken.
I know Tisha ain't giving no damn marital advice. Don't Marceau be leaving for days at a time when you and him fall out? I could have sworn several scenes Marceau be fully dressed like he literally just walked in from going wherever he went to, and he walked right back out the damn door fully dressed. Okay, so let's not do that, Tisha, because you and Marceau, y'all can have y'all moments as well. So you probably not gonna be the one to be giving nobody no marital advice. I mean, Trish and Ken shouldn't have been together no damn way, because her ass was married when she got with him. And under the circumstances, Ken has been out of line ever since this relationship started. Okay. So am I sad that this situation is happening with them? Hell no. Because she shouldn't have been with his stupid ass anyway. But let's move along. Let me know what y'all think about that. Next one. All right. This is another Love and Marriage Huntsville clip that we're going to take a look at. Shout out to the 174 watching. The numbers keep going up and down. Again, Love and Marriage Huntsville post. Thank you. Let's get into it. This is Kimmy and Maurice. Of course, y'all know Maurice has already told Kimmy that he wants her pretty much to find somebody else. He wants her to be happy. I think that he's, you know how somebody try to break up with you, but they don't want to hurt your feelings, so they're trying to say it in a way to where you can kind of move the fuck on and just kind of let them be, so that they can move on and do what they really want to do. I think Maurice is checked out of the marriage when it comes to him and Kimmy, or he and Kimmy rather. I feel like he wants to kind of free her so that she can kind of do what she wants to do, because I feel like he wants to continue to do what he does, allegedly, because it's crazy for you to sit down and tell your wife that you want her to be happy with someone else or somewhere else, when you're supposed to be the person that she leans on and that she talks to, and you're supposed to be her support system. But it sounds like there may be trouble in paradise. Let's get into it. Okay, you lose them how you get them, right, Kimmy? Because word on the curb was, honey, that you weren't supposed to be with Maurice either. See, again, you lose them how you get them. Let's get into this clip. Let's go.
I think that you in general deserve to be happy. Like, of all people, you're probably the best human I've met. I want you to do what makes you feel good. I said, babe, I want you to quit your job. You love real estate? Let's get into real estate. Let's do other stuff, because I want you to be happy.
What wife wants to hear you say, I hope you're happy with somebody else?
I think that you in general deserve to be happy. Like, of all people, you're probably the best human I've met. I want you to do what makes you feel good. I said, babe, I want you to quit your job. You love real estate? Let's get into real estate. Let's do other stuff, because I want you to be happy.
What wife wants to hear you say, I hope you're happy with somebody else?
I think...
Okay. What do you guys think about that? First of all, for him to tell you to quit your job and do what he wants you to do after you spent all these years going to school to be a nurse. I mean, you don't go to school for 1 day, 2 weeks, even 6 months to be a nurse. That takes time, that takes studying, that takes skill. So for Kimmy for you to ask her to get rid of her career for her to do what you want her to do in real estate, when that's probably not something that she wants to do, that's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Inconsiderate. Okay, that's not being supportive. It sounds like you're being controlling. Why would she go to school all those years to be a nurse if she's going to marry you and be dictated in terms of what her career should be when she's already chosen what she wants it to be, right? Typical Scott brothers. Marceau acts the same way with Tisha in terms of dictating versus being a support system. So I'm not sure, but Kimmy, listen, nobody can tell you what to do, but bottom line is, when you're in a situation where a person constantly disrespects you in public and in private, it's up to you to change that situation, or stay there and continue to be fucking disrespected. I'm not gonna ever care more than you do about your situation. You want to continue to stay in a situation, cry and sit there and make crazy faces when he says some of the most egregious, stupid shit to you on national television, like when he told you to roll over and take it when you going through a full cancer battle. When you telling this man that you're weak and you just have strength just to get up and do what you need to do, but he's expecting you to take out the trash, cook, clean the house, and all the things that you would normally do when you were not beating cancer. But for him to literally tell you to roll over and take it because he has an sex addiction, allegedly, clearly shows the type of person that you're married to, right? So accountability should be taken here. But Kimmy, once again, if this is what you like, I guess I love it. All right, moving right along. All right, let's get into Married to Medicine. Is this Married to Medicine? I think it's Belle Collective. Yeah, Belle Collective. I'm sorry. Belle Collective. Shout out to On TV. Let's get into this clip, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? Boom.
Final thoughts, and it really was gasoline on a fire, and some B words was exchanged and some stuff was exchanged, and all I know, I was picking some red bottoms up off the ground. Well, by the time you got out there, the hurricane winds had strengthened. You know how hurricane is?
Yeah.
So a hurricane starts as a 1 and a 2. As the hurricane winds start strengthening, more winds come. When those Latrice caliber winds started swirling and they bumped up against the Leticia cold front, baby, that's what made Hurricane Latricia.
So it went from a 1 to a 5.
Real quick.
You said Selena invited you guys outside. For what though?
So Selena said she wanted.
I don't know why they have this couple on Belle Collective, because really they bring absolutely nothing. This girl here, I feel like she's really trying so hard to be Akeisha that used to be on the show. Very cute how you guys switched out Akeisha and then put this other girl who kind of is similar or maybe favors Akeisha. I don't like her. Okay, I'm sorry. I like Belle Collective. I've been watching this since season 1, but Carlos, this is some bullshit. The audience are bored with this new couple. The husband, he act like he's just trying to get through a scene. He brings nothing. He doesn't have any personality. And then this wife here, she's just in everybody else's business. She don't really talk about herself. She don't really have much going on that we know of, because she don't really talk about herself. She's so engulfed in everybody else's beef and their issues with one another. Who is this girl? And do we care that she's on this damn show? Her name is what? Carrie? And I just had to read it right here. Why is she here, girl? Why are, in the words of Deborah Cox, girl, why are you here? And how did you get here? Because you wasn't supposed to be here, girl. Bring back Akeisha. And I know they don't want to come back, but girl, we'd rather see Akeisha and them back, not you. Bring the real Akeisha. This is the Timu Akeisha. I don't want Timu Akeisha. We want the real Akeisha back, because this shit here sucks. But Belle Collective comes on Fridays, 8/7 Central on the OWN network for those of you that care. Moving right along, let's get into this love and hip hop. Okay, y'all know this is Poppy, and Poppyans, we're not here all damn day, so we hit it and quit it. All right, let's get into it. Shout out to the 220 watching. Okay. Yeah, child, that's the Timu Akeisha. I don't like that one. Bring back the real Akeisha. Let's get into this clip with Yandy. Shout out to No Chaser TV. Yandy, child. Yandy says that she and Mendices, she doesn't consider it cheating that she went out of the country and was with another guy with meat slapping in the next room beside her. What was he? Her assistant. Y'all remember I told y'all Yandy's assistant put her on blast and said she was in the next room with some guy that she met and was meat slapping, and Yandy was over there moaning real loud, and the walls and shit she was climbing up, sounded like she was climbing the walls and all types of shit over there. I was like, damn, Yandy. But then again, of course, y'all know it was said through Funky Diva that was Mendices was over there with Tamar doing some shit. So I don't know. Again, we did hear from Rashida and Kirk from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta that Mendices and Yandy had an open relationship, because I feel like shit, Rashida and Kirk do too. But let's go ahead and get into this clip where Yandy is saying that she and Mendices were still living together during the time these interactions took place, because I guess they were trying to save face and didn't want people to know that they were separated. Let's get into it.
So Yandy, if you don't mind me asking, what is, like, how are you and Mendices now? Like,
we're still living under the same roof in the same house.
Okay.
But it's very much like, let's just see what it feels like to take the steps of separation.
What?
The fact that everything is coming down on us all the time. All the time there's somebody saying something. All the time there's somebody doing something. Even family calling to ask questions. It's a headache.
But are the rumors true? Did you cheat on Mendices?
I never cheated to what I think is cheating, but he thinks it's cheating. So for me, if we have a conversation and it's like, this is not working out, I'm not happy, I just want to explore, I want to see something different. I'm not trying to figure out what you're doing. I don't want you trying to figure out what I'm doing. I feel like there's a respectful way to have a break, have a separation.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think there is a certain thing called respectful cheating. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that's total bullshit. Because in my mindset, I'm raised old school. If the shit ain't working, then abort mission, right? You go your way, they go theirs. Somebody got to move out. You go and do what you do, and I'm gonna do what I do. Like, we just ain't gonna be together. But you ain't gonna be out here exploring and bring some shit back to me. That's just what the fuck we're not gonna do. I've never heard of this new age dating shit where people are doing this whole respectful cheating. You go and explore, and I'm gonna explore and see what's out there, and you don't come check on me. This is what Yandy is saying, and I'm not gonna come check on you. Like, what the hell? Oh my God, all twos. I knew we were here. I knew we were here. This damn child. No, that is not a thing to be respectfully cheating. Let's continue.
The arguing, the noise, the everything else outweighs the love. It's like time for me to then again recalibrate. Like, what we doing? Because you don't got to be with me, and I don't got to be with you.
That's crazy.
It's crazy to you, right? And you and I don't always see eye to eye on everything. It's not crazy to me.
Hearing Yandy say that she's separated from her husband, it makes me feel sad. At the same time, you're admitting to cheating, but not really cheating, but then you have a misplaced anger towards me. Maybe Yandy's not really upset with me being more friends with Rashida. She's probably just going through some things at home and kind of just trying to take it out on me. Yandy, why when we ask you, you get...
I keep saying when you start inviting other people in or you keep giving your significant other hall passes, that's just what the hell they're going to do. Of course he's going to get bored being with you because you've allowed this person to go out and explore, as she calls it, being elsewhere. And now they're accustomed to this new these coochie coupons that you've given them to go out here and do what the hell they want to do. Yeah, coochie coupons. That's what they're giving out now, child. Not in my damn house. I done told you, bitch, I can be 5 people in one damn night. Okay, 5 people in one damn night. But at the end of the day, these girls are giving out coochie coupons and candy birds. You know, you guilty of that shit too. We hear Tiny Harris. Did they be over there doing that too? You know, several celebrities, several people out here doing it. Not just celebrities, but just several people out here giving out coochie coupons. And then you wonder why your relationship is fucked up and your man or your woman don't want to be at home and they'd rather be somewhere else, getting it somewhere else versus being at home trying to fix that situation. I mean, I feel like these two grew apart. Do I feel like Yandy probably stepped out and was doing her while Mendices was locked up? I do feel like that. Because you two cool with it right now, right? I feel like Mendices was locked up all those years. I don't think you waited for him the entire time that he was out. Just like Papoose didn't wait the entire time Remy ass was locked up. Because we just talked about the other day, he had a whole baby on her. He had a whole baby. I heard, let y'all play the baby. I let y'all hear the baby mama talking about the baby. I showed y'all the picture of the baby. The baby looks just like him. So this is what the new thing is. Now, I'm not with that, child. I'm going to stick with the old school type of love and relationship, child, because this is a mess.
Snappy with me. For me, on a girl trip, I'm not excited about hearing about something that's breaking somebody's heart.
Going through the same thing.
I don't want to hear about that.
Here's my thing. When I see things about my friends on the internet, don't let me assume, insinuate, nobody say nothing. Let me know from your mouth.
Right.
This happened, da-da-da-da. You tell me.
Let me say this. All right.
That's the mess we be talking about. Now, I see somebody put in the chat that said that's why the STD rate is so high and is. And mind you, they're in Atlanta, so it's a lot of him shims. It's a lot of Trans Ams running around. It's a lot of women or men dressed up like men, right? I mean, men dressed up like women. It's a lot of down low individuals out and about. Okay, so you letting your man go out there and be exploring and testing the scene, girl. You're gonna have to be testing the damn scene. That's just what it is. I would not play with that at all. So I'm happy that they decided to go their separate ways because it didn't look like the shit was working out anyway. Mendices was saying that Yandy's been cool with him going out. When that whole situation with him and Tamar, when they got it, exposed by Funky Dineva, Mendices was like, what's the guy named? Funky Dineva was saying that Mendices was just out and about, child, just doing what he wanted to do without a care in the world, like looking at women with Tamar all on his lap. Like, my thing is, if you and Yandy were in a good space, then you wouldn't feel so compelled to be that out with it or that loose, because everybody knows who the hell Mendices is. So when they see you out, especially with Tamar sitting on your lap, if that happened, then I don't know. It kind of gives that you had already clocked out of the situation. But let's continue on. Now I don't even need we don't know the post after that. No, we don't. All right, so let's get into why we're really here. Okay. There's been a lot of lies and innuendos and insinuations going on YouTube. And I got to address this, because what I'm not going to do is let somebody put out a lie about me because they're upset. And I'm going to tell y'all why this is going on. This person is upset. And I'm going to go ahead and say names, because we're not going to say this person that. Well, I'm going to say names. Wanda. Show enough Wanda. Let me talk to you this morning, sis. Well, afternoon now, because it's 2:45. Let me talk to you, Wanda, because it was brought to my attention that you got on somebody's live and you mentioned that I was the person who said that Black Titanic was True T's mother. That's a motherfucking lie. Let's go back to Wanda on a video, and don't make me go and pull it, okay? And if I don't have it, I know somebody that do, where you said, Wanda, that there is a certain family, and I know other people heard this as well. You said, Wanda, that there is a certain family on YouTube that's mother and daughter. And you said that BT was True T's mother. And then you went in to drag Black Titanic and said she had a bell pepper nose and all this other shit. I remember that. One thing I don't do is lie. But what I can do is remember, you're not going to sit up and lie on me because you feel in some type of way that Marcella is cool with me. That's where this shit is coming from. This misplaced anger because you're upset that your friendship with Marcella has deteriorated and that she's cool with me and not mad at me for whatever reason. Like, that's some high school shit. Don't be out here lying on people because you do that a lot, Wanda. You really said that, Wanda, that there's a certain family, there's a family on YouTube, and that their mother and daughter, you said it. You said it, and you said it was BT and True T. So stop the bullshit. Don't be out here saying Caramel said anything, because anything that I said will be in my videos. I've not taken down any videos, and I ain't editing the fucking video. If I said it, I said it. And I can sit here and say I said it if I said it. Thank you. People are in the chat saying they remember that. But Wanda, for some odd reason, loves to sit up and lie and say, and it's all because she's upset and feeling away about about me and Marcella being cool. I ain't gonna say we friends. We're cool. We're cordial. As I've said, I'm cordial with several other people. When Empress Radio, shout out to her, did her live with all the content creators being on a panel and decided that we're not going to be on this petty bullshit of lying, of going after people, of doing videos, dragging one another. Like, at the end of the day, we're trying to find a happy medium where everyone can get along and be in the same space and not be stepping on each other's toes and bitch this, bitch that. Like, we're not on that. Wanda, you bring nothing to YouTube. Wanda, you are not a YouTuber. You just a bitch to get on here and start shit and lie for clicks and views. And I hear you buying views too, which that is what it is. But you're not a content creator. So your purpose for being on YouTube is to use your clout from Love and Marriage Huntsville and get on here and lie and stir up bullshit and drama. Because that's what you've done. And that's what you continue to do with your non-talking ass. Now, and this is for YouTube purposes, because I'm going to document this, okay? I'm going to document this because I'm not going to sit on YouTube, and I ain't even going to stay on this long. I'm going to say what I got to say, and I'm going to get off. This is not going to be a whole hour video because I have shit to do. I got to get to my money, okay? Because people out here, I ain't going to go there. Or should I go there since I'm feeling petty? I'm not going to argue with a bitch that's in her 60s that wear fucking Depend diapers, that's pissing on herself, that can ride around in her motherfucking car all day and talk shit because she pissing on herself. Let's go there, motherfucker. This 2026. I'm not playing with y'all anymore. Leave me alone. I don't bother nobody. A bitch to take her teeth out in her 60s with your musky bum wearing ass. Let me talk to you, Wanda. Leave my name out your bullshit. You jump from channel to channel mentioning content creators because you don't like them. I don't care if you don't like me. You can't beat my ass, so what's next? I'm gonna say it again. You can't beat my ass, so what's next? You ride around in your raggedy ass, what kind of car? Cadillac? Pissing all day in your damn Depend undergarment. And say you don't wear one, because I'll get the person on here who told me you motherfucking do. You ain't wore panties since panties saw your ass, bitch. Riding around pissing in your 60s. And you tried to hide the damn pull-up. We call it a pull-up. You tried to hide the pull-up so the person didn't see it the next morning in an outside trash can, you funky, pissy-ass bitch. This is what you wanted. This is the side of me you wanted. That side you wanted. Is that the side you wanted? Worry about your blowed-up truck with them salmonella potatoes that your ass selling over there. Why are you coming back to YouTube, starting shit, reaching and poking and provoking? We talked about that this morning. Poking and provoking. You don't have shit else going on. Focus on all them damn kids you got running around your house. Focus on that mold in your house. Outside. You got mold out here, mold in and outside of your house, bitch. Focus on that. Let me give you 5 things you can focus on. Focus on stop pissing on yourself all damn day. Focus on keeping my motherfucking name out your mouth. Focus on getting that mold out your fucking house with all them kids over there. Focus on staying out of people's fucking business. Go home and tend to your homeless looking ass husband who don't know nobody ever see you outside with. You keep the motherfucker tucked in the back room, probably for a check. That's what it's giving. Probably for a check. The motherfucker be in the back room locked up, like the motherfucker off. What's the movie? Soul Food. Ain't nobody never seen Uncle whoever the fuck he is. Nah, he ain't upstairs. Motherfucker's probably in a basement down there with all that fucking mold. She probably got a life insurance policy on his ass so he can kick the bucket and she can get the money from his ass from that damn mold. Girl, I almost played the fucking video. This girl said that the person that bought it that the YouTube tweets was Chamomile Well and Marcella. So now you mad that Marcella cool with me. So now every lie you give and everything you got to say negative about Marcella, my name got to be attached. Bitch, no. Bitch, no. No. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. And I can say some more things. But that depends on if you come back and mention my name again. Because I got some shit I can say about you, Wanda, but I'm kind of trying to spare you right now. But this is contingent upon the way you come back and if you mention my motherfucking name. I'm going to air your ass out like a drop-top Mercedes in this bitch if you do. And I'm letting you know right fuck now. This the side of caramel y'all want, bitch. I'm motherfucking here. Try me. And this is for educational purposes as well. I'm teaching y'all hoes to stop fucking playing with me. And that's also documented. Okay? And that go for anybody. I don't give a fuck. It's up and stuff from here. Leave me alone. I don't bother nobody. I do my content and I get the fuck off YouTube. Anybody else try it. And I'm dragging the fuck out of you. And that goes from here. What time is it? 2:53 on a fucking Thursday. 3-5 or 2:53. Try it. I don't care who the fuck it is. Try me. It's up and stuff. I promise you. Wanda, keep my name out your mouth. You don't scare nobody. I don't give a fuck how many times you come to Atlanta. You ain't never been on my street because you know better. All that threatening shit you do, bitch, I'm street too. I'm street too. Bring your musky bun on my street and see what the fuck happens. Okay? And that's not a threat. That's called stand your ground, bitch. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. You don't scare nobody. Stop that shit. My son can beat your ass. It's not a threat. I'm not encouraging violence. But I'm just letting you know, stop motherfucking playing. Stop playing. I don't know who called for you to come back on YouTube. You don't have no business on YouTube. You bring nothing to YouTube. But your fat, Barney-shaped ass. Why you got your Michelin-built body ass on YouTube talking shit? With my name in your mouth. You put your teeth in your mouth to speak my name. Go home, take care of your grandkids, honey. Go take care of your grandkids. Go clean up that nasty ass house, because every time you go live, the motherfucker be nasty. I don't know who eating your food. I don't know who eating your food with that nasty ass house, and I know it smell like ass all up and through that bitch. Because all you do is sit on your ass and piss all day. Keep my name out your mouth. That's all I got. Thank you guys. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please subscribe to the channel, okay? And Wanda, I meant every fucking word I said. Try me. Because I'm sitting on some information. I ain't even want to go there. But bitch, I'm going to go there. I will go there. Thank you guys. Yeah, that is roadkill. I don't know who eating that shit. I don't know who is eating that shit. But anyway, thank you guys. 344. And I know you in my bushes. Matter of fact, let me drop the motherfucking link. Let me show you how much I'm not playing with you. Let me drop the motherfucking link. That's how we do over here. I'm not scared of none of y'all hoes. I promise you. Boom. And waiting. And wait, click it. I invite you to. Click it. Hello? 5, 4, 3, 2 to the motherfucking 1. That's what I thought. Okay. Bye. Thank you guys. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone. See you guys later. To the next